If you think hitting a $100,000 salary in America means you've officially made it, I need you to pause right now because what I'm about to break down might flip your entire definition of rich upside down. And before you click away thinking this is another grind harder speech, hear me out. Because by the end of this video, you're either going to realize you're way closer to financial freedom than you thought, or you're going to see exactly why six figures might actually be keeping you trapped. And here's the part nobody talks about. In 2026, a $100,000 salary can either build you wealth or quietly lock you into a lifestyle prison. And most American men don't even realize which side they're on until it's too late. So the real question isn't just, is $100,000 salary enough to be rich in America? 2026 breakdown. The real question is, what does rich even mean in America right now? Because if rich means flexing a leased BMW downtown apartment, weekend trips to Miami, and posting steak dinners on Instagram, then yeah, $100,000 can make you look rich. But if rich means freedom, ownership, control of your time, and assets that pay you whether you show up or not, then we need to run the numbers and the psychology. Because the math in 2026 hits different. Let's say you're making $100,000 a year. Sounds solid, sounds elite, sounds like you beat the system. But after federal taxes, state taxes depending on where you live like California, New York, or Texas, Social Security, Medicare, you're realistically taking home somewhere between $68,000 and $75,000, and that's before rent, before health insurance premiums, before 401k contributions, before anything. Now let's talk real American expenses. Average rent in major cities is pushing $2,000 to $3,000 a month. That's $24,000 to $36,000 a year gone. Health insurance can run you $4,000 to $8,000 depending on coverage. Car payments in America are wild right now. Average car note is over $700 a month. That's another $8,000 to $10,000 a year. Add insurance, gas, maintenance, groceries that have jumped because inflation is still playing games. Maybe $6,000 to $8,000 a year on food alone. If you're not living off ramen, student loan payments, if you've got them, that's another few thousand. And suddenly your six-figure dream shrinks real fast. You're not broke, but you're not building serious wealth either. You're surviving comfortably, and that's the trap. Because comfort is expensive in America, and here's where it gets deeper, most guys hit $100,000 and immediately upgrade everything. Better apartment, nicer car, better clothes, more nights out. They don't increase assets, they increase overhead, and lifestyle inflation quietly eats their raise. So now they need that $100,000 just to maintain their image, and that's not rich, that's dependent. And dependency is the opposite of wealth, because real wealth is when your assets cover your lifestyle, not your employer. And if you lose your job tomorrow and your bills still demand $5,000 to $7,000 a month, then you're not rich. You're leveraged against your own paycheck. And that's not an insult. That's just reality in 2026 America. Corporate layoffs are normal. Tech companies cut thousands overnight. Startups burn out. Industries shift with AI and automation. So tying your identity to a salary number is risky. Now let's flip it. Could $100,000 be enough to become rich? Yes. But only if you treat it like capital, not validation. Because $100,000 income with a $40,000 lifestyle creates a $60,000 wealth-building machine. And that's where the game changes. If you max a Roth IRA, invest consistently into index funds tracking the S&P 500, build a taxable brokerage account, maybe house hack your first property in a lower-cost state, start a scalable side hustle instead of just driving Uber for extra cash, suddenly that same $100,000 becomes leverage, and compounding over 5 to 10 years hits crazy because wealth in America isn't built in a year, it's built in cycles, and most young men underestimate the power of stacking assets early. They chase quick flips, meme stocks, crypto pumps, and then wonder why their net worth graph looks like a roller coaster instead of a staircase. And here's another hard truth. In 2026, being rich in America isn't about income. It's about net worth and cash flow. A guy making $70,000 with no debt and $300,000 invested is in a stronger position than a guy making $120,000 drowning in payments. And social media won't show you that because flex culture rewards income screenshots, not balance sheets. So when you ask, is $100,000 salary enough to be rich in America? 2026 breakdown? You're really asking, can this income create financial independence? And the answer depends on three things: your cost of living, your discipline, and your asset strategy. If you live in a high-cost city trying to keep up with corporate culture, $100,000 will feel mid. If you design your life intentionally, maybe move to a lower-cost area, avoid unnecessary debt, and automate investments, $100,000 can absolutely set you up to retire early or at least have serious options by your mid-30s. And options are power. Because rich isn't about Lambos. It's about the ability to say no. No to toxic bosses. No to overtime you don't want. No to staying in cities you hate. And most American men never calculate freedom. They calculate salary milestones. They think 6 figures equals safety, but safety comes from ownership, equity, dividends, rental income, businesses, intellectual property, not just direct deposit. And here's the mindset shift that separates guys who stay stuck from guys who build real wealth. Stop asking how much do I make and start asking how much do I keep and multiply. Because in 2026, the middle class squeeze is real. Housing is expensive, healthcare is unpredictable, retirement benefits aren't guaranteed, and relying purely on a job, even a good-paying one, is gambling on stability in an unstable system. But if you use that $100,000 strategically, stack cash reserves, invest aggressively but smart, learn a high-income skill that increases your earning ceiling beyond salary, then you're not just earning, you're engineering freedom, and that's rich. So is $100,000 salary enough to be rich in America? It's enough to look rich, it's enough to feel rich for a minute, but it's only enough to actually be rich if you control your lifestyle and convert income into assets consistently, and that's the part most people skip because it's not sexy, it's not viral, it's not a quick win, it's discipline, and discipline doesn't trend on TikTok, but it builds net worth in silence, and 5 years from now, the guy who quietly invested $40,000 to $50,000 a year while his friends upgraded trucks is the one with choices, the one with leverage, the one who doesn't panic when layoffs hit. So if this breakdown hit you different, good. That means you're thinking bigger than just a paycheck. Drop a comment saying, control. If you're done letting lifestyle inflation run your life, hit like so this message reaches more young American men who need to hear the truth, and subscribe if you want real, no fluff breakdowns that actually help you build freedom instead of chase flex culture. Because at the end of the day, being rich in America isn't about 6 figures. It's about systems, assets, and discipline. And the sooner you understand that, the sooner your money starts working harder than you do.